So it's good to see all of you again. I think we're meeting after some time. How is everyone doing? We just had a powerful Amrit Vela. Yes. No wonder everyone has gone into silence. Today, Baba is in this Murli, Baba is talking about Bindu, talking about being a dot. And Baba explained Bindu in 3 ways. One is I am Bindu, Baba is Bindu, drama is Bindu. And then Baba explained all the results or the progress that I would see in my practical life by practicing the awareness of being a Bindu. Firstly, Baba said, when I become a Bindu, when my consciousness is that I am a soul and everything that I'm doing, everyone that I'm meeting, they are also Bindu. And Baba says that my thoughts, my feelings, my words and actions will not be ordinary because I will not behave ordinary. I don't feel I'm ordinary myself. There is always uniqueness in how I present myself. And I remember this one in one class, Dadi Janki, many years ago. She said, when you cook in Baba's remembrance, when you offer bhog to Baba, and when you keep Baba in your every interaction throughout the day, in your every task, Baba's energy will start molding you. And Daddy said, your chehra, your face will also look like Baba. It's like Baba's energy, Baba's vibration is in every aspect of your life. That is spirituality. And I now in this reason 1 month, I would say I can really, really, really understand and see what Dadi meant after all these years. And I decided, actually one of the senior came from Madhuban to visit us. And I don't know if you know Ram Slok Pai. He used to be in the accommodation office for many years. And I had the opportunity to drive him around. He was with us for 13 days and took him to all the centers, drove him to Mexico, and just spending that time in the car with him. Very simple. So, and I could sense that level of spirituality from that soul. He's very entertaining, but he's also equally very firm with dharana, very firm with discipline. And we were like, like spiritual buddies, despite our, the age differences that, both our bodies have, but very much like a spiritual buddy. And he asked me, he said, okay, I want you to promise me one thing. And before he left, I said, okay, what is it? He said, you need to promise me that you would continue the tradition, because when he was here, he conducted, meditation during Amrit Vela. And there was those in the class, and then there were a lot more on Zoom. And he was giving drishti. And then evening meditation also, he sat and gave drishti. And he said, you need to promise me that you will continue this tradition of giving drishti. Because I wasn't, for me, I kept Amrit Vela was like a special time for me and Baba. So I always refrained myself from giving drishti. I said, no, I just want to sit with Baba and have that one-to-one moment with Baba. But I said, okay, since you want this promise, I'll give you this promise. And I started realizing how much by giving drishti to others, my vision started changing. More clarity. There is more calmness. There is lightness within me. And I'm able to let go when situations, in center, every day something new happens. Every day there's a new drama. But I'm able to say, it's fine. It's fine. And I didn't realize the power of Drishti, how much it can change. And now I always make sure 3:30 to 5, 3:45 to 5, I'm on Zoom during Amrit Vela every day, giving Drishti. Evening meditation, 6:30 to 7, because I see my growth in that. And that's when I realized, when I was reading this Murli, power of being a Bindu. When we make the effort, Baba steps in also. I really feel it's Baba doing it through me. And I really feel Baba guiding me at every step along the way throughout the day. And I just, as a third party, sometimes I just step out and observe myself, how my thinking or speaking, how's my tone, facial expression, how do I eat, how do I sleep. Even the sister who shares the same room with me, she said, nowadays you don't snore. And I didn't even realize that. She said, when you used to sleep before, there was some, there's the heavy snore because I know throughout the day, so much karma yoga, so many people to deal with. And, there's some heaviness, tiredness. But now you don't snore and you hardly move on the bed. You just sleep like a baby. And I understood, that, and also Baba says that awareness of being a Bindu makes you to be very yogi. You be a walking yogi, a yogi in motion, you're not just sitting down. I'm not just sitting down all the time. I'm on the phone, I'm driving, but I'm light. I'm light. And yukti, I've understood how certain souls, how they react and what are their tendencies. Before I used to think why they are talking very sweetly in the front and then they criticize or gossip about me, behind with other souls. But when you're talking to me in front of me, they're very sweet. And how some students can sulk very easily. But I understood. Not everyone operate based on gyan and power of yoga. Not everyone have that capacity. Some souls are purely operating just from the power of love. They are thirsty of love. They're thirsty of respect. They're thirsty of attention. And when I give that, they are a happy soul. Then they put all their heart into service. So some souls they are not able to operate just taking from Baba or from yoga or from Gyan. They just need love. and give love, just even a drop, and that soul is so enthusiastic. Yukti Yuk, learning the art of how to encourage souls to progress, how to encourage them, what triggers that soul to move forward. And it's going to be very different for every soul. And then Baba said that your time, your thoughts, and your energy will be saved. You don't have to invest so much in order to get a small result. You just say, you create one thought and you speak less and you detach and you see things happen. And now I just do that. I'm talking less, even if I want something, even if I see something needs to be done. I first sit with Baba, send a lot of power to that soul or to that task. And then when it's the right time, then I say a little bit, then I detach. And I wait and see, Baba, your task, your family, your child. Prove it to me that you're making it happen and you're watching. And Baba does it. And I really, it is very much true how much your time and your energy is saved compared to before. I used to try to go into explanation, try to go into showing or trying to explain or trying to make sense to people. Now I feel I don't need to. I try to work from here and magic happens. And then Baba said, when I'm in the Bindu consciousness, then I'm definitely a spiritual server. Not just serve, not just a server, but a spiritual server. And here, there's one point Baba beautifully said. Baba said, nasha, ruhani nasha, spiritual intoxication, not just any nasha, not just a temporary excitement, let's do this. And then over a period of time along the way, maybe people are not having as much excitement or enthusiasm as you do. And then people are just kind of laid back and not doing the task that they're supposed to do. And then slowly enthusiasm breaks. That's really not enthusiasm to begin with. That was just in somewhere there was some subtle body consciousness was there of me. I'm doing, and I want to achieve a goal. I want to achieve this. I want to see this result. So there was some subtle traces of body consciousness. And then that is why then after a period of time, if go into some heartache. But Baba said Ruhani Nasha means the greater your spiritual intoxication is, the greater your humility will be. That is so powerful. The more enthusiastic you are, spiritual enthusiasm, the greater your humility will be. Why? Because Baba said a spiritual server is always full, they're always content, and because of their contentment, they have so much to give. And in that giving, there is no dominance, there is no conditions, and we're just giving. There is so much humility because I don't need to see whether they're accepting or not. I don't need any validation. I'm just giving. And Once I'm done giving, I move. Then I find someone else to give. Then I move. Then I find someone else to give. And I move. And I'm constantly moving. I am not stuck. A bestower is never stuck. Move. They move. They move. And they're all rounder. Baba said a spiritual server is all rounder. They don't have certain conditions of what service they want to do or they can do. Even if it's something they have never done before, they will say, I'll give it a try. If you can teach me, I will do it. They will never say, oh, I've never done before. I don't know if I can do it. I don't think I have the skill for it. No. They will say, I've never done it before, but if you can show me, I will do it. So that's an all-rounder, willingness to learn and ever ready. If Baba wants me to be here, I can be here. If Baba wants me to be there, I can be there. I'm not looking at time. And I remember 2 days ago, it's Saturday here, Thursday. From the time of Amrit Vela, it was just back to back, back to back, back to back. Programs, driving one city to another city, sitting in a 2 hour traffic, coming back to Los Angeles Center. And then had to go to the government office, had to go to the bank. Anyhow, long story short, then I had lunch plus had dinner around like 6 p.m. And then students came to the center, had class, evening meditation. And then I went to the airport, dropped Geeta Ben as she was going to Mexico. And then got a call from a student. Her Yugo, her husband, is in the ICU and very serious. So then, and it's 9:30 p.m., dropped Geeta Ben at the airport. And then as I was driving, I got a call from the student. Then I said, okay, send me the hospital address. I'm coming right now. And by the time I reached the hospital, it was like close to 11 p.m. And I didn't have a second thought whether they would allow visitor in the ICU. I said, you know what, Baba? We're going to go. And that hospital was very confusing. There was so many, you enter one building and then you have to exit and then you have to go through a tunnel and into another building. So I was asking around, where is this department, ICU? So finally went and uh, the sister was there and the kids yugals, they were there. And just said, and meditated for the brother. And he was, bleeding from his mouth, that these are his final moments. And just held his hand and was just talking to the soul. I was whispering to the soul's ears. I was whispering to him. I said, Baba's holding your hand. Baba's with you. Baba's standing here. And Baba's watching your family. Baba's taking care of them. If you need to go, you go with Baba. Everything will be fine. They will miss you, but they'll be fine. Baba's with them. And Baba is taking you also to a next journey, to a beautiful journey. Don't worry about anything. I was just whispering all this to his ears. And then I put a hand, on his forehead and just said, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. You are a beautiful angel. You are a beautiful soul. Baba needs to do service through you in a different place. Go with Baba. So I just whispered this. And then after that, then the nurse came. So then I left. And I reached the center at 12:30 a.m. That's already Friday morning, 12:30 a.m. And then after that, we have, meditation again, 3:30. And I couldn't go to sleep. It's not that I was too tired, but I was fresh after all of that from, hectic schedule. But I was fresh and slept, woke up at 3 a.m., showered, got ready. Amrit Vela started again 3:30. And I understood what it meant when Baba said being a spiritual server is someone who is ever ready at any time for any task for however long of time that is needed. Because Baba is sustaining the soul. And because the soul is so light and the mind is light, the mind is not overthinking. The mind is not looking at time. And the mind is not thinking about the self. Baba can make full use of you. That is a spiritual server who is ever ready and who is full. And Baba will use that soul for any time, any task. Best over. And Baba said, it is these souls who are full, who is always humble. And Baba said, when you yourself are humble and you bow down first, then others will bow down to you. Therefore, be a spiritual server. And now this mosquito here is singing song in my ears. Always remember the word spiritual. Whilst you are walking, moving, and speaking, your spirituality should be visible in everything that you do. Nothing should be ordinary in you, but spiritual. That is so beautiful. A Bindu consciousness will always make us an ever ready server, spiritual server. And then Baba said, don't take service from others. A spiritual server will never take service from others, will never be dependent on others, but they are always first to serve, to provide, to help. Others may take service from them, but they will never, ever take service from others. And here Baba said, your childhood now is over. And no more complaints. Put full stop. Baba says it's a childish intellect that is always looking for this happen, that happen, always giving reasons for an unsettled mind. I'm feeling this way because that happened, this person said. Baba said this is childish. Everyone has a personality, everyone has their role. They're meant to be that way. They're meant to talk or behave that way. But I don't have to keep talking about it. Baba says, put full stop. And really, sometimes we say we can't get along with some souls. But in reality, really, it's not that we can't get along with them. I can't get along with my own mind. My mind is creating so many conditions, so many expectations, and I can't get along with my own mind. So I'm trying to fix people so I can feel better. So that's a very different way of looking. It's not that I can't get along with people, I just can't get along with my own mind. And then now who does need to do the work? Me, not them. They're out of the equation. And then Baba said that the lighter you remain, the more easily and naturally, you will accomplish every task successfully. Baba used the word success. The less we think, we don't overthink. We just think and do it. No what if. Baba always says a Brahmin's word is very powerful. If I hesitate and I say what if it doesn't happen? Then it's not going to happen. This is it. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to happen. That's it. No second thought. No doubt. This is it. And Baba says it will happen. The reason why we have second thought is because we are overthinking about it. Right? So when I am double light, then the atmosphere around me will also be light. People around me will experience that vibration. They will also be light. And Baba said, 100% success in the task that we do because of that such a powerful, light, easy vibration that's going to make any task successful. And then Baba said, Baba was talking to Nirmal Shanta Dadi. This was, I think the affair was happening. And then they said, Baba, Bab Dada should come to Kolkata. I love that word. That means I was reading this and I was telling Baba, then you should come to LA. If you're going Kolkata, then you should come to LA. You should be present. Next Sunday, October 27th, we are celebrating our Diwali, our public Diwali celebration. And for the first time, we're having it in a school auditorium. We've always had in different community centers, temples. And for the first time, we're having it in a school auditorium. And it's the first time even the school auditorium is renting out their auditorium to a non-academic group. They've always had their performances in the auditorium. So it's a beautiful experience. It's definitely going to be a beautiful service. So I said, Baba, you're going to come right here. You're going to be in that hall. You're going to be on stage. And everyone is going to see you. Everyone is going to experience you. And everyone is going to go home with their hearts and their minds full. So I was telling Baba when I saw that word. And then Baba said, how could it be possible that Baba wouldn't come when his children call him? Baba said, this Mela is also a place where a vision of Baba is given. So each one of us, we are not alone. We are never alone. Baba is with us throughout the way. And so whenever others see us, let them experience Baba. They can't see Baba. They can see us. But I can feel Baba. And they also can feel spirituality. And Baba said, when Brahmins become very enthusiastic, others will be served. But the first initiation, I have to do. I should have that willingness and that lightness to allow Baba to serve through me. And then Baba said, therefore, you are a soul who has all rights. You are an elevated soul. You are one who receives an elevated reward. And then before Baba left, at the time of taking leave, Baba said, all of you should become bright. Baba wants to see one thing. All of you should become brides who are fully adorned with all ornaments, all powers, all virtues. Baba said 16 ornaments, 16 celestial degrees complete. When you're speaking, so then here Baba explained, what does it mean to be complete? Baba said, when you're speaking, no, man, and then vacha and karmana. When my thinking, speaking, and doing, when both are equal, that means there is such level of transparency, such level of honesty. Baba said, you will be complete. And it is such level of honesty where my honesty is not going to hurt the other soul. You know, some of us can be honest, but sometimes our honesty can prick the other soul. It's like at that time, that soul is not able to handle truth from us. So then unknowingly, we end up giving them sorrow, unknowingly or unintentionally. Baba said, then there is some still, I haven't learned to be yukti yog. I haven't learned when to apply that honesty. But Baba said here, when my speaking, my doing, my thinking becomes equal, then there is that complete stage. Then anyone who comes in front of me, they will not feel offended by me. They will always feel what I am saying. There is always a good bhavna for them. And I'm not being pinpointing the way I speak. That vibration itself makes the other soul to accept what I'm saying. That is that complete, Baba says, level of completion. And Baba said, when you become ignorant of other desires, then this desire of yours will be fulfilled. Any questions anyone has so far? Did you all get a chance to read the Murli? No?
Yes, sister.
Yes, Bijit Bhai. You read the Murli, anything?
We read the Murli. So this was one of the Murli that we read last week together.
Achha. Yeah. Achha. Anything you want to add? Anything touched you?
Yeah, so something that I wanted to ask is this Bindu Sarup, right? So when we are in, our mind is not really, let's say the situation is not good and there are many thoughts running around, then how do I stabilize in the Bindu?
Achha. Yeah.
So full stop, putting a full stop. Yeah.
See, when the mind is running around so much, that means that time it is hard to stop a car running on a fifth gear instantly. At that time, what I should do, either I can sit with Baba, speak it out, journal it out, or find someone that you really trust just to explain yourself out. Because at that time, it feels as if I'm not having enough clarity on what I should do. What's the right thing to do? What's the best thing to do at that time? And so then, share it out. And for future, So we know, that situation will definitely tell us to what extent have I achieved stability within. That situation will identify. And then for my future, so I don't end up going to same square one stage again. I would say, in this 1 month, or what practice I have been doing is that I'm restricting the first and foremost um, effort that I paid attention was content. Content means content, reading content consumption, social media or YouTube, just content consumption, what I am listening to, what I am reading, what I am watching. I put a restriction on that. I paid a lot of attention to it because, like I said, my phone is always ringing. There's always messages pouring in. And if I don't check my phone a day, and I'm not even exaggerating, but if I don't check my phone a day, I have at least 25 to 30 unread messages. Minimum, I would say 25 messages just waiting, and sometimes could be more. And I'm so used to, as soon as a message comes, answer right away. As soon as somebody calls, answer right away. So there and then finish everything, not to keep anything for later. I might even forget later. But then people got so used to getting their responses quickly from me that if I don't get back to them soon, they start wondering what happened. So in a way, I've unknowingly made people to get used to that prompt response from me. And then I realized, no, I told myself, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I'm not going to touch the phone. I'm not even going to put alarm in my phone. So I got a small alarm clock, and I set alarm in that clock. I put the phone in a distance where I can't reach from my bed, and I put it on silence. So let it ring or whatever has to happen. And then I set my alarm on that alarm clock and wake up, and I do not even touch the phone until after Amrit Vela. And after Amrit Vela, I will first just glance, if at all, if there is something really urgent, like really, really urgent, then I will tend to it. If not, all the other messages, I put the phone back down. I don't even touch it. And after Amrit Vela, because the mind is still so fresh, silence. Then I read Baba's Murli, I do some churning, and because I've already showered at 3 a.m., so I'm already done. So all I do after, and here our Murli, our class starts at 6 a.m. So I have that 1 hour. I do whatever I want to do, go for a walk in our backyard, some exercise, reading. And then after that, after Murli is over, then I would make very quick breakfast. And now I'm eating very, I would say just simple breakfast, but high protein. So it doesn't make me feel sleepy. No carbohydrate. That's why I said I've paid so much attention not to consume so much outside food, meaning I'm saying like, biscuits, ice cream, and more of just healthy steamed vegetables for morning. Just a boiled chana, and just making my food easy. Making my food easy because I don't feel tired. And because I don't feel tired, time to time, I'm able to detach, be with Baba, and then do the work. Detach, be with Baba, and do the work. And what I've realized, and then I would give myself 1 hour to do any social media work or anything I need to check. Because I've restricted so much of the content, what is necessary in my mind, I really felt my mind being so light. And because of that lightness, I don't feel tired. Even if I'm waking at 3 and I'm going to bed at 10 and I'm not sitting down, I am running around physically, but Baba is there. Baba is there. Connection is there. And I can still go to bed. And I'm not snoring. Big deal for me. That means I'm sleeping well. And I've realized now situation still happens, drama still happens, but I am not getting tensed. I go and sit in front of Baba. Anything happens, I sit in front of Baba. If somebody is having some issue, they're going on the phone. Put the phone on speaker. I'm sitting in front of Baba and I'm just emerging that soul. And as the soul is talking, just directly sending that there and then, at that second, Baba's energy, keeping them in front of Baba. And then eventually the soul's energy softens, slows down, there and then. And then once the conversation, whatever is done with that soul, that's it, conversation done. I'm not thinking about it, move, next chapter, next person, next task. So I understood now what Baba meant. Bindu, putting a full stop. When something happened, you spoke about it, you did it, done. Next task, next chapter. There and then, it's like everything gets finished there and then, there and then. And then end of the day, before going to bed, journaling with Baba, talking to Baba, taking drishti from Baba, and then going to bed. Next day, because, reading Murli at night, it's a huge help. Next day, the story of yesterday doesn't come in the mind, but the last point of the Murli is coming in the mind right before Amrit Vela. So all of this, problems hasn't stopped. In fact, problems are getting probably severe. Problems are still there. Conflicts are still there. That nothing has stopped. But me dealing and detaching, that has changed. Me complaining about it, talking about it, needing a time break, feeling exhausted and tired. I said, I need some time out for me. That has changed. It really has kept more clarity in me. That has changed. Problem hasn't changed. Does that help you, brother?
Sister, thank you so much. Yeah, that was really nice. Just pick what is necessary. So, as we know, there are so many things around us, especially the social medias and everything. There are many things to look at. Even if you go outside, there are so many posters and so many things to see. Yeah, that makes really sense just to pick up
Yes.
what is needed. Yes. Thank you,
Yeah,
sister, for giving that clarity.
very much. Very much. Content restriction is our number one priority. And you will see you're doing yourself a big favor.
Yeah. So
Oh,
if you
Shanti,
consume
sister.
it unknowingly also, right, it will again, when we sit in meditation, it will come out in the form of thoughts.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank
Yeah.
Om Shanti, sister.
Yes.
Om
Yes, ma'am.
Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Ah, nice, really. I think you always come us and amaze us with your wonderful love, the jigar pyar I think you have with Baba. I think you always amaze us with it. But this Murli, you were asking us whether you read it. Yes, because it was a very special Murli in the center. Because I remember it was a time when Saurabh Bhai had taken up the Murli and he also sang a wonderful song on the Bindu. But I always call this as, as Baba, if you've seen that where he speaks, the small B and the big B. We are the small B's and he is the big B. And it's so well put up. I always say it's the small B and the big B, and my house is also a B. There are all dots. It's all dot, dot. I'm a dot. You are a dot. Houses are dots. The whole world's a dot. It's dot, dot, dot. Like, I had also created a lullaby out of it. That was one thing which humorously I took it. But when Baba said that one thing, the energy of the soul is Bindu. And then he says, just like the atomic is also called as a Bindu. You came down as a Bindu. You're going to go back as a Bindu. And but I say, Baba, you are not, I can't call you as a Bindu. I have to call you as a Sindhu. So I don't want even to mix up with the capital B and all. I like that big word Sindhu. But because, and I told him it's very difficult, Baba, to remember you as a Bindu because it's slippery. I can remember you like that. Why do you give us the stags of Bindu? Sometimes I feel the Bindu is very slippery. It's too tiny. And sometimes it gets slip off. It's slippery. And Baba has also said, yes, it's slippery. So it's just, just remembering you itself is there. So it's like going beyond the Bindu or going deep into the Bindu. I think even many philosophers, I mean, in the duo Bhakti and all, there are many people, they call it as, in Tamil, we call it as Aikyam. They say Aikyam, or they totally become Aikyam with it. So I said, it's like that. I said, I love that more than, but this Murli, yes, it was a very wonderful Murli because you asked us whether we read. Yes, all of us in the club, we had read it. And I remember the number of churnings which had come up that day. But your, what to say, meeting Binu's sister is amazing. Every day we just wait to see your love story with him. It's something very amazing, I think, to have. That's why I think Baba always holds his head proud when he has got such universal lovers like you. All the best. Yeah, Bindu is there. But whenever you're very close to him, tell him that I find the Bindu slippery at times. Om Shanti.
It's, in this birth, because I came to Baba when I was 3. So I said jokingly, I said, Baba, I never had a boyfriend or a husband. I don't know how that experience is. So you have to fulfill that relationship. You have to feel that urge, what it is like to have that kind of love. And in this birth, my grandfather left early. He left. The soul left early when I was a kid. And my father, he was unique. He different. And my brother, he is in his own world. So I told Baba, I don't think I experienced what it feels like to love, to receive love from, from a male gender. So I said, Baba, you have to give. And Baba showered so much love. And I started having tears so much. And then I realized when Baba said, that like Laila Majnu, those kind of, they're not loving the body. It is that pure love between one soul to another soul. And they can still be in so much love, even when they don't see each other. And I understood, Baba gave that beautiful experience. I said, Baba, this experience is so deep that now, no one in this world, no one can give me that depth that you did. And no one can snatch me away from you. And I'm always yours. And that just that non-stop tears came and came and came. I said, Baba, I get it now. I really get it. And I understood what it means to have that spiritual love from this soul to that soul. And I keep telling Baba, this experience that I have from you, that I have with you, everyone should experience that. Everyone should feel that. And then they would feel nothing else is greater than that. Nothing else is greater than having a beautiful relationship with Baba. I understood the main priority in this Brahmin life is connection, relationship with Baba. Service, people, task, everything is secondary. Family, everything is secondary. First is Baba. And if my relationship with Baba is so strong, then my relationship with every human soul will be strong, will be good. So I just realized instead of me trying to work my relationship with different souls, not everybody's going to be happy with me. And not everybody's going to be upset also. There's going to be mixed reaction. But it's okay because I realize my connection with Baba, the connection, the relationship that I'm holding on so tightly is helping me to mold myself with others easily. Baba है ना, दौड़ दौड़ के बाबा के पास तो जा सकती हूँ. I always say, Baba आप है ना, संभालने के लिए आप है ना. So that is, that Bindu consciousness. It has no gender, no label, no time, no time. Just you and Baba. That's it. I think time is up. This world runs on time, so I think our time is up.
Yeah, sister, I think we can move towards a short meditation and then end the session here.
So let's sit back. And imagine Baba is sitting in front of you. Baba Dada. And you are looking into Baba's eyes. And you feel Baba is looking directly into you. And you can feel how much Baba loves you, proud of you, and how much Baba trusts you. And when I look into Baba's eyes, I tell Baba, thank you for choosing me. Thank you for always being there for me. Even when I forget you. But you didn't. You held on to me. And you guided me. And I know you will always be there with me. Knowing that Baba's love for me is everlasting. Baba's trust on me is everlasting. And Baba is always holding my hand. No matter what I'm facing. I know there is nothing in this world or in this life that can fail me. Nothing can fail me. Nothing can scare me. I will move on. I will face it. Because I'm not alone. I'm with Baba. There's two of us combined. We'll never be lost. Answers will come. Help will come. Because Baba is holding me. This is my promise to Baba and Baba's promise to me. Together. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Vinobin. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time. Have a blissful day.